Trigger on the finger. Trigger on the finger, 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the road. Trigger on the finger, 1 foot.
Great to have you with us for the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game 1. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Holland out there with Bailey. Then there's Jared McCain. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Jokic in at the center. And for New Jersey, they've got Malik Monk. Alexander Sarr out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Barber in at the 1. You look at New Jersey, they want to make a statement here in the first game of the series.
Well, coming out strong is the best way to set the tone. A big win can last deeper into the playoffs as well.
And so off the tip it far, it hasn't been close. It's New Jersey running away with this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Melissa Carson, Corey Knox, Dev Scrams, and final round on the mixes. It's gonna be lit.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game 1 and a big lead right now.
It's classic Showtime. The way they're running the break looks like the 1980s of the Lakers.
And this score reminds you of some of those old Lakers games. What a dominant performance so far. Looking at the series breakdown for New Jersey. Do you guys agree they're looking very confident at this point?
Yeah, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're doing like me tonight. TCB, taking care of the business.
Well, I'm not sure what business you're talking about, Shaq, but I do agree with you. The message in their locker room is just simple. Don't let up. Finish off this game.
And still a half to go, but you get a sense the momentum is strongly in their favor. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away.
Gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that more aggressive and confident.
Okoro passes to Hayes. Allen outside. Wiggins down low, working on Najee. New Jersey needs to get off the shot. For 3, Allen. And New Jersey another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Bailey to pass to Jokic. Oh, hey! How about that?
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
Now Allen. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Pass to Holland. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holland.
And when you're attempting to make a comeback, it's so hard to overcome those kind of mistakes.
New Jersey's gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. And here's Hunter from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Hunter's got 33 points.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Sarr against Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Barber with a rebound. For New Jersey, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Sarr misses. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. To the right side. Here's Holland. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Sarr.
Yeah, with his size, Jokic is really hard to defend without fouling.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for New Jersey.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And they've also been successful running their offense through the post. They're making the defense respect that interior threat.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Anthony's checked in and finished off by Sarr.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sarr would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Now here's Anthony. Dick, the pass to Bailey.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
McCain's checked in for Dick.
Coming on the floor for Cleveland, number 20,
Pass to McCain. Monk with a steal. And here's Hunter. Here's Barber. Connects from downtown. Barber's got 14 points now in the second half.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
And Cleveland making a change here. Suggs is checked in.
team foul. Into the lineup for the Cavaliers, number 4, Jalen Suggs.
Pass to Holland. Jokic the screen. To the paint. No good there. Good D by Sarr. And here's New Jersey. They're on a 16-7 run. Hunter, good.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Here's Barber to the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Now here's Suggs. Outside McCain. Holland for 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. Holland's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. And here's Hunter from the arc. And New Jersey another 3.
All night. He just won't let up.
Cleveland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Pass to Jokic. The 3. Rebounded by New Jersey. Aldama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Barber. Inside. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
When a guy who's 7 foot brings skill to the game, he can really start to hurt a defense. Alex Sarr doing work right now.
Now here's Suggs. Down low. Lets it fly. Nice touch on the bank shot. Suggs has got 7 now in this quarter.
Creating easier opportunities for your guys to score. That is good offense.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And New Jersey will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Sarr. Wiggins comes in for Aldama. Okoro is checked in for Hunter. And it's Allen in for Monk. Now here's Suggs. Here's McCain. Buries it from 3.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
For 3, Allen. Counted from distance. Allen's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Inside, here's Bailey, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
ABC, the pass to Okoro. Driving in, And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
Boy, you cannot let the Okoro get going towards the rim. This guy has got elite athleticism.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Holland. He tries for three. Okoro, the defensive effort. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Got it. Allen's got 34 points. The Cavaliers shooting around 53% of the fourth. Takes it inside.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Cleveland working the ball around now. And here's Bailey for three. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 7 rebounds in the game. Wiggins down low, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. Pass to McCain. The three from Suggs. On target from range. 24 points for him.
Jalen Suggs showing you supreme confidence right there. On the catch, ready to rise and fire.
Here's Barber. To the inside. Wiggins. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
That's good from Suggs.
Now, Jalen Suggs is a player that does a little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
Rupert, he's checked in for New Jersey. Here's Barber. From downtown, gets the three ball to go. Barber's got 37.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And there's the drop. Oh, that's something else,
just
man!
Beautiful. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Holland. Pass to Bailey. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. And they pick up 2. Rupert hits a three-pointer. And so it's New Jersey with the W. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Here with Coach Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. George is out there with Colton Carrington. And there's Davis. Then it's Malowash. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. Who's out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Paul George.
Final round, fight!
It's lit 100.2
It hasn't even been close.
The playlist is 6.
Leading by
And
17.
the lit squad has you locked in
Don't
for
go
the
away.
next hour.
After the break, we'll see you right back here for the
The
start of
city's
third
best
quarter.
hits. News, entertainment, sports, and gossip. The Lit Squad. Melissa Carson, Corey Knox, Dev Scrams, and Final Round on the mixes. It's gonna be lit. What more?
Welcome, folks. Game 1 and a big deficit right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They're getting lit up. Not staying connected to the shooters. Allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defensively, you got to fight over those screens. And help has to come back.
Do you guys agree they're looking very confident at this point?
Yeah, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're doing like me tonight. TCB. Taking care of the business.
Well, I'm not sure what business you're talking about, Shaq, but I do agree with you. The message in the locker room is just simple. Don't let up. Finish off this game.
And still a half to go, but you get a sense the momentum is strongly in their favor. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
To make it tough to come back. They lead by 18. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back.
big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Here's George, and some very quick points for him on that possession. George has got 20 points.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Tries from 7. And it's Carrington missing. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be... Wow! We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Pass to Carrington. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Back to Markkanen. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
And that one's good. Richard.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Defended by Carrington. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Gordon. The 3 from George. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
This is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
Pass to Carrington. Off the run. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's Markkanen. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Well, Markkanen's height is such an advantage in that mid-range area.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That is not possible. What we just said, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter. Good! Another from 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Gordon against Davis. And George kicks to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. A tad short, but it's good off covered by Thompson. Here's Malone. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Russell is checked in for pressure. And it's blocked. There's 38 seconds left in the game. No good on that. Good on the second free throw.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
And Thompson kicks to Russell.
Trigger on the finger.
There's Thomas with the three. Rebound, Minnesota.
Trigger on the finger, 1 foot at the door.
Markkanen looking it over. Carrington in the corner. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Trigger on the finger, 1 foot at the door.
Right side Davis. Back to Carrington. Cruise it from outside. And so they get the victory here at home. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside. Allie LaForce. Allie.
Final round. Fight!
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right
It's
now?
lit 100.2 FM.
Really good, real
The
beneficial.
playlist
It's
at
great
6.
that we was able to pick this one up.
And the
That's
Lit
what it's
Squad
about.
has you
Don't
locked
care if
in
it's
for the
a
next
blowout or
hour.
if it's a close one. We need to learn
The
how to
city's
do both.
best
So
hits.
it's great. We're able to pick
News,
this up.
entertainment,
Good quality team
sports, and gossip.
Good luck on continuing to
The
build
Lit
that
Squad.
chemistry.
Melissa
Terrific
Carson,
job, Allie.
Corey
Thank
Knox,
you so much.
Deb
That was
Scrams,
enjoyable.
and final round
Well,
on the
that'll do it
mixes.
for now. Glad you could join
It's
us for
gonna
the
be
first
lit.
round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Now it's time to present our player of the game. Anthony and Richard Jefferson. I'm Kevin Harlan. Our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Leader out there with McDaniels. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Town. And at the center, filling out the middle. And for Phoenix, they've got Victor Wembanyama. Beers is out there with Hunt. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Mathurin in at the three. You take a look at the Suns. You know, tonight Greg's going to tell us a lot about how they match up in the series. At both ends of the court.
Yeah, we can talk about how well they do. Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions, we just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
We'll see you in just a moment.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
Taking a look at the situation for the Phoenix Suns. I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's the game one like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone early, like getting everyone on notice. And game ones are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, kid, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Suns ahead. They're up by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. To discuss some potential changes. So for the Suns, Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Jared Allen. Holmgren comes in for Clark, and it's Benedict Mathurin in for Williams. And then for Atlanta, the waiters checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels comes in for Tobias Harris, and it's Green in for Thompson. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, "We're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that." To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments.
Outside, Green. The waiter, and the rejection by Wembanyama. Suns moving the ball around. Rob. Here's McDaniels. Blocked it outside. Pass to Green. Ogden gets to Green. There's the waiter, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. The waiter's got 42 in the game. Warren with a screen on Green. Here's Harper. Here's Holmgren. And he makes that one. And the Suns lead by 4.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Outside, Green. McDaniels outside. To Collins. Back to McDaniels. To the middle. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Harper up top. By Green. Another possession. Another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Now, here's Brogdon. Defense wide out. The waiter. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. Here's the waiter. Puts up a 3. And called in by the Suns. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Brogdon outside. And here's Green outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
So dangerous. Green gets his points in a multitude of ways. The 3-ball being one of them.
Here's Fears. The kick out to Harper. Pass to Fears. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Williams is checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Towns is checked in for John Collins. Here's the waiter. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. The waiter's got 44.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Outside, Tom. Over in the corner, Green. Fires for 3. And again for 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the net.
Now GA tied for the 3rd most 3-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
Now McDaniel fires the 3.
Final round.
Holmgren rips down the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass. They hold the advantage.
100.2 FM. The playlist is 6. And the Lit Squad is locked in for the next hour. The city's best hits. News, entertainment, sports, and gossip. The Lit Squad. Melissa Carson, Corey Knox, Dev Scrams, and Final Round on the mixes. It's gonna be lit.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for 2nd place all-time in 3-point makes for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 play, buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
Here's Brogdon. Take the 3. He drills the 3.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from the lead.
And timeout call Wembanyama. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you have to hit your stride right at the crucial moment. They put this game away in style.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage.